Before watching this video, please read the disclaimer in description and keep in mind the purpose of this video is only informing about situation and it does not pretend to be completely correct. The information is taken from open sources and may vary. Check the information before you believe it. What's going on in Iran? Protests and chaos explained. On December 28, 2025, shop owners and market workers across Iran began a large-scale strike. They simply didn't go to work. The main reason was economic instability. Iran's national currency has almost completely collapsed against the US dollar. By December, $1 was worth around 1.5 million Iranian rials. This led to hyperinflation. Let's quickly explain what inflation actually means. Inflation is when money loses its ability to buy things. For example, in 2024, with $1, you could buy a piece of gum for 90 cents and get 10 cents back. In 2025, that same gum costs $1 full, no change. The dollar itself didn't change, but its value did. This is normal when inflation is low and controlled, but in Iran, inflation went out of control. By December 2025, inflation reached 48.5%. Imagine your favorite hat costs $5. With 48.5% inflation, 1 year later it would cost about $7.5, and that's just in 1 year. Soon, the strikes turned into mass protests. Freedom of speech in Iran is heavily suppressed, but economic problems are not the only issue. Another huge problem is corruption. Let's explain corruption in a simple way. Imagine your mom gives your older brother 10 pizzas. He's supposed to keep 5 and give 5 to you, but instead he secretly eats 2 pizzas first. Now there are only 8 pizzas left. He gives you 4 pizzas and keeps 4 for himself. At first glance, everything looks fair, but in reality, your brother got 6 pizzas and you got only 4. That's corruption. In real life, it's not about pizzas, it's about money, power, and resources, and the numbers are much bigger. People are tired of this. Iran today is also an authoritarian state. Let's explain that too. Imagine a family where every evening, everyone, parents and children, sit together and decide what to eat, what movie to watch, how to spend the weekend. That's democracy, when people decide how power is used. Now imagine the opposite. One person, like a parent, decides everything alone and never asks anyone else. That's authoritarianism. Many Iranians are tired of this system as well. Another major issue is theocracy, rule by religious authorities. To understand this, we need a bit of history. Until 1935, Iran was known as Persia. It's the same country, don't get confused. Persia was a monarchy, ruled by a king called a shah. Despite having oil and natural resources, the country was very poor. In 1941, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi became the Shah of Iran. He launched radical reforms, turned Iran into a capitalist state, cooperated with the US and Europe, sold oil, modernized the economy. The country became richer. People gained more freedoms. Women, in particular, gained rights that were rare in many Muslim countries at that time. However, there were also serious problems. The Shah banned political opposition, concentrated all power in his hands, brutally suppressed critics, and aligned Iran closely with the United States, which many Iranians disliked. Iran became a secular state, where religion did not dominate politics. This angered many religious leaders, especially Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. An Ayatollah is a high-ranking Islamic cleric. Khomeini was very popular. When he was arrested in 1963, protests erupted. In 1964, he was exiled and continued to support Islamic and anti-Shah movements from abroad. By the 1970s, inflation rose sharply, corruption increased, and in 1977, Khomeini's son died under mysterious circumstances, which further fueled anger. In 1978, mass demonstrations began. In 1979, the situation collapsed. The Shah fled the country. After 15 years in exile, Khomeini returned and took power. Iran became the Islamic Republic of Iran. This means religious law is more important than political law. Religious leaders are more powerful than politicians. Today, Iran is a full theocracy. Women's rights are heavily restricted. Women are forced to follow strict dress codes and lack many basic freedoms. This system is also deeply unpopular among many Iranians. For many years, Iran experienced small protests, but in 2025, something changed. By January 1st, demonstrations turned into nationwide protests. They spread to almost every city. By January 3rd, protests had reached 22 out of 31 provinces. The government responded with force. Clashes between protesters and authorities erupted. According to available information, 500 to 1,000 protesters have been killed and around 100 security forces have died. Reza Pahlavi, the son of the last Shah, who currently lives in the United States, announced that he supports the protests and is ready to lead Iran. By January 5th, Iranian authorities began shutting down the internet nationwide. Right now, Iran is in an information blackout. We don't know everything, so if you're interested in this topic, follow official and verified sources. Don't fall for misinformation. Peace to you and to your world. See you next time.